Beautiful scene, ain't it? Well, me and Captain Rainbow, aka my buddy Marvin, here at Fort Cronkite, pretty much just right outside San Francisco. I came here 5-6 months ago, maybe more like 7 months ago. Real beautiful beach here. It's like almost something out of a movie, you know? Come here, check it out, strolling along. I don't know, I just wanted to show you all this. It's real beautiful. Why don't you come over here, Captain Rainbow? Got the good captain here with us today. What do you think about this?
It's beautiful. It's so peaceful.
Yeah.
Hear the waves. And
Makes you think about, you know, life and things like that, doesn't it?
it does.
Come a long way on our travel, man. All the way for you, Newport, Kentucky, for me, Long Island, New York.
Yep.
To get back out here.
Sure have. Been to Alabama, and Texas, and
Yeah.
now California.
What do you think the meaning of life is?
Just to live it. Just be a part of it. Don't fight it.
You know, there's some people that measure their life with, you know, amounts of dollars they have, possessions they have. And there's others that measure by experiences they've had and things they've seen. I'm one of those people. I measure it by, like, you know, the adventures I've been on, things of that nature. You know, I've been from one end of this country to the other and just got to see all kinds of cool things. To be honest, yeah, I probably have a lot more money in my savings account and maybe even more possessions if I wanted it had I, you know, not been so adventurous, you know. I mean, this escapade alone, traveling and going on this little road trip, seeing different sights and whatnot, it cost me a fair dime, you know. But it's been worth it, all the cool people I've got to meet. And
There's 2 dimes for you.
well, thank you.
Welcome.
Maybe I've made a profit now. 2 dimes. Yeah. Because I did some research long ago when I was younger. I was like 18, 19 years old. Right there at that border of, you know, you're technically an adult now. You're just step out into life. You're through with high school, which, you know, what the hell is that all about? The only thing I really learned in high school was a little bit of history, some math. I learned how to read, and that was in follow directions. That was it. You know, the majority of the shit I learned in high school have not used in life. You know, the school life, the ultimate school, the ultimate college, university. But yeah, I did a lot of research. I remember reading a lot of these articles from, you know, older individuals who, you know, anywhere from like their late 50s to basically they're on their deathbed, you know. And, you know, they ask them these questions about, you know, like, what would you have done in life differently? What are your regrets? What are your accomplishments and whatnot? And, you know, it's amazing that some of the I can't remember now exactly. It's been several years since I read it, but I do know some of the regrets that people generally have is not traveling, not seeing the world, being way too worried about what everybody is thinking about you, you know. Oh, and taking care of your teeth. That was pretty high up there too. You know, they say dentures is a bitch. So, you know. But yeah. And that's what how I tried to live my life the best way I can, you know. I take these bits of wisdom that I've been given throughout life and, you know, try to live by it and share with others. And it's been fucking grand for me, you know. And I'm not the richest man in the world. I'm definitely not broke, you know. Because you do have to be practical. You do have to, you know, get a decent job and all that stuff. But you don't have to live to work. You work to live, you know. And that's how I live my life, you know. Like right now, like I wanted to wear my cowboy hat on the beach, which is a little odd, but I wanted to do it. So I said, "To hell with it! I'm wearing my cowboy hat and my steel-toe work boots on the beach." Why? Because I felt like it. You know, hadn't been too bad of a walk for me.
No.
You know? Got a couple of weird looks, but I'm like, I don't care. You know?
The wind's calming of it. It didn't take the hat off your head.
I don't know, what would you like to share with the viewers today?
I know it's been a beautiful day. Got to see San Francisco. Got to see Golden Gate Bridge and this great park here. Got to see the sea. This is my first time this close to the Pacific.
Well, you got to take your shoes off at some point and put your feet in. Just your feet.
Just my feet. Okay. Well, we might do that before we leave. We're not going to do it on camera right now, but we'll tell you about it in the next video. So, but it's a beautiful day. Couldn't ask for a more perfect day to be out. People out flying kites, little kids enjoying themselves, people of all ages. And it's been a long time since I've walked on the beach in sand, so that's been a real treat.
Yeah.
And it has. This whole trip has been. But this has really been nice. I'm sure you can hear the ocean in the background, lapping on the shore.
One thing I'd like to add here is, you know, another thing is too that I've practiced in my life is just, you know, be kind to people. You know, try to help out people when you can. You know what I mean? Like, because, you know, in a lot of ways, it could be selfish to be unselfish and help people. You know, because of the things that you gain from it, the friendships, the relationships, the advice, the wisdom in which you can gain. You know, companionship, both platonically or in a relationship sort of way. You never know what can happen. Just a simple random act of kindness, a simple smile to somebody who, you know, if you don't have money to give, but they're asking for money for food or whatnot, a simple acknowledgement, you know, can help make somebody's day. You know, every time I see somebody out on the street who unfortunately is homeless and is asking for money, even if I don't have money to give, I always look at them. I make eye contact with them, and I give them a wave and a smile. You know, and yes, a lot of these people could be scam artists. They could be trying to scam people and getting a dollar. But there's some people who are legitimately in an unfortunate situation, you know, and they are homeless because of something happened. They lost their job. Somebody got sick. These things can happen, you know, and we can't forget about those, even if the majority are crooked. And I'm not saying the majority are, but a good chance it could be. It's hard to tell, you know. But even to the ones who are being, you know, crooked and trying to scam people, I mean,
That's on them.
Yeah, it's on them. But also, too, you know, if you show them a sense of humanity, it might make that person think, like, what am I doing? Like, these people are being so kind to me. They're smiling away. Everybody's acknowledging me. Some people are giving me money. I'm just scamming these people. They think I'm in an unfortunate situation. It can make somebody think. But if you're mean, you're like, oh no, go away, quit bothering me, don't watch my window or whatever, and they're scam artists, well they'll justify it to themselves. And like, see, people deserve to be ripped off, people deserve to be scammed. But if you kill them with kindness, it makes it so much harder to justify being cruel and mean, a scam artist, you know? Kill them with kindness. You know, all the time. I mean, there's been people in my past that have gotten angry at me for being kind to them. They go to extreme lengths to put themselves in a better position in a victim mentality, so to speak. But I make it damn near impossible as best I can because it makes them think. You know, I have a friend of mine who he could have had a career. I've mentioned him before, but he decided to go a different route. And I'm sure that one of these days he will wake up, because that's just going to be a little it's like a little seed you plant, and it's like a tree that's growing through the back of his mind, and it's gonna hurt until he acknowledges it, you know? So, like another example here, you know, my good friend Marvin here, he's always wanted to see San Francisco, but never had the means or never had the time, always busy with the rat race in life, and you know, it wasn't too hard for me to bring him along, because I just said to him, like, if you can pay for your own food, man, I mean, hell, just hit your ride with me and we'll go out to San Francisco together. We'll go on a road trip. You might be my cameraman from time to time.
I'm down with that.
You know,
Happy to do
but
it.
it was just, I mean, really, it was a minor act of kindness. But yeah, I've had many conversations with Marvin on the road. He's got to share his wisdom with me, things that I'll be able to carry with myself well into, you know, old age, you know. One of my ultimate goals in life is to be a wise, strong old man, you know. I'm going to lift weights till the day I die.
There you go.
Yeah. Even if there's no cartilage left in my joints, damn it, I'm still picking that up. You know.
Wow, so pretty. So peaceful.
To me, I think one of the biggest meanings in life is experience, adventure, you know, seeing things, doing things. So you can take that knowledge with you into whatever happens next. I do believe in some. I'm not Christian or Catholic or Jewish or anything, any religious denomination. I don't have any of that. But I do believe in good and evil. I do believe in something after this life. You know, and I believe there's a reason why we have this feeling deep down inside. Even if you're stuck in a 9-to-5 grind and you've been doing it for 20-something years, I'm sure you've had something tugging at you to see things, do things, experience things, try new things. You know, and I think that's one of the meanings of life. Is it the only one? No, I'm sure it's not. We may never know in this life. But until the next life, we might know it then. And then we may not know then, you know? Because nobody knows. And that's one of the beauties of life, is not knowing things. I mean, learning things and knowing more and more things, that's great. But also, if you don't know everything, there's still mystery. There's still room for the imagination to blossom and think and grow. But if you know everything, then you're unimaginative. You don't really have this wondrous sense of adventure, you know. Some of the greatest minds and the greatest scientists in the world still have a childlike wonder, you know. Grown people, you know, splashing in a puddle just simply for the sake of it, you know. So they still have a wondrous, childlike mindset on curiosity, you know. I myself have done many different little jobs and taken on different projects. Like, you know, I'm mechanically inclined. I can work on my own vehicles with my own two hands. You know, turning wrenches, and I actually had my Mustang. I modified it and did all kinds of cool things to it. All just like researching, reading, you know, articles. We're the age of information, you know. But even if we weren't in the age of information with all the internet, we'd go to a library and, you know, rent books and do my research that way. You know, I'm getting into this whole. I've never been one to like jump on social medias and stuff like that. I mean, I'm still learning about things. People tell me about these new apps. I'm like, what is that? I'm like, oh my God, it's been out for years. How do you not know? I've been doing this, doing that. You know. You know, the first time I bought my travel trailer, like a couple of weeks after, or like a month after I bought my travel trailer, I decided I'm going to go 3,000 plus miles hauling this 6,000 pound travel trailer on a truck that's, you know, 15 years old, got 170,000 miles on it, and its limit was 7,000 pounds. I tell you what, man, going through mountains and big ass hills, I was pushing the limits of the truck. But I was confident in myself. I did my research. I did a lot of work to that truck mechanically because of what I've learned working on my car and doing all stuff, and I got it all the way out here. Why? Because I'm holding on to dear life that childlike curiosity, tinkering, looking at things, just doing something for the sake of just doing it, you know? And look where I'm at today. Look at all the things I've gotten to see, just because the majority of it, just doing it for the sake of doing it. You know, why not? You know? I learned that phrase. There's a video I talk about the first time I ever fell in love with this woman. She was an escort, and she used to say to me all the time, why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? And that stuck with me, and that's another core principle I've taken with me. You know? Why not? Think outside the box. You know, I have a little video where I talk about that 9-dot thinking. You know, open your mind as much as possible, and you'll be able to see things like this, if not more beautiful. So yeah, just want to show you all this, and you know, wax philosophical here for a minute. But yeah, anyways, hope you all have a good day. Be adventurous. Hold on to your childlike curiosity. Explore. Enjoy life. You are not living to work. You work to live. Please do that. Peace.